versus Arana!
I am determined to win this.
Your soul shall be mine! Please, help me find Orca. More bones to gnaw on!
Hello.
My blood boils for war!
Haven't heard of me?
A watery grave awaits!
Each star, a foe vanquished. Strike now!
Was gonna go Mistress, but Tamsin just seems better here. Overdraw one, no big deal.
You know nothing of death. Allow me to kiss you.
Job done.
Hello, Dark Thunder.
How much more are you willing to lose for vengeance?
Nice.
questions take no one.
Pick me! Pick me!
Could go Grimrose Sacrifice here. I think you know what? I probably just do. Not worth taking 7 damage here when they have 1 card here.
Thank
know?
you for your service.
I have a whole nother Grimrose Sacrifice. Why take a risk there? Not a lot of good smells. I'm not gonna really like comment on that on stuff. Make prejudgments before I've even played the list. I'm gonna go with what Monsanto came up with for the most part. Yeah, it's you know, the reality is, as of now, all. Let's see what I do. Is there an out that I die to? I feel like maybe there is.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Ooh.
Side effects?
I don't think I'm dead here.
Trust me.
Even multi-strike's awkward.
Any questions?
Like he has 1 card here. He's used both predations. Like how does he kill me? You know? Oh, I forgot I have altars of fire. I should just use those.
Pick me! Pick me! This might sting.
Blood is my currency. Any questions? Any questions?
I'm waiting here. I don't need it. Don't even need a drain soul.
Wait.
Proceed with the check there. Chat, 100% win rate so far. That's pretty good. Why did you win? I just removed all their stuff. And didn't give them the opportunity to do ridiculous damage. How long are you streaming for today? 4 hours. So I'll stop in about 4 hours. So I feel like I should keep Tamsin on coin. I actually think I should keep this too. Where are my head rocks? 6 for the 3 months. Get on that sub train. Thank you so much. Where's my head? Seems quite strong, no? Possibly. We'll see. It's hard for. So the reason why this deck is doing well is it's a deck that supposedly beats Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is everywhere. So right. Meaties over Monsanto's, dude. I wanted the Knolls. The Knolls seemed really good. Talented Arcanist. I don't know. I was like, Knolls just seemed like easy or talented. I had Knolls first too. You cut them. This top 2 card. All right, we could switch to the Monsanto version. So it seems like Knolls look. I mean, look how good a Knoll would be right now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
Fresh out of the oven.
I see, to kill direct boards. All right, we'll go to the we'll play both. Look how useful this is. Shouldn't this deck be using quests? Nope, we don't have enough self-damage effects. Without Raise Dead and Backfire, the problem is you hit fatigue, you still haven't completed quest, and it's super awkward. So, ooh, the Gigasin. How safe am I here? Oh, ever just Breadbreaker here? Is that ever the better play here? I don't even want to tap really. I want to make like hand space here. No man card.
Fresh out of the oven.
Yeah.
Our enemies will meet their ancestors.
Protective
My blood boils for war.
All right, let's see. You were running Mutinous? Ooh. This is awkward. Wait, is it awkward? It's actually just fine, right? Could go. So.
Oh, still hot. You know nothing of death. Allow me to.
Yeah. I feel like that's not even what the deck is trying to do. Like, you have Altar Fires, your Mutinous Light, and control matchups. I guess. For vengeance.
More bones to gnaw on.
Haven't heard of me. You will. Thank you for your service.
This seemed pretty good. Okay. Oh, they're just YOLOing going for the old YOLO face. Oof. That actually is some damage. Do I ever just go Tempo Colossal here? It honestly seems good. Like, because yeah, like, I mean, I also could go Bran School Teacher here.
What is taking so long?
The multi-strike nullifies the weapon effect, so that's why I like it. You know? I feel like it's Tempo Colossus here. Just gives me a...
I cannot believe what I'm seeing.
How do they deal with this? You know, it's awkward. They need like silence fish, or they need to like multi-strike, but then they lose the weapon effect, so it's 5 damage they don't get. So then I'm just like never dead.
Never stop searching.
Let's see. If I get another Altar of Fire or top deck like a few Fell Rifts. If I top deck the Fell Rift, I would be at 14 cards, so I could go tap Altar of Fire into Brand plus Blood Shark here, right? Can also just go Bran into School Teacher. I think I'm just gonna do that. That seems super safe.
Who knows what secrets can spell? Sinjari. Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me! Pick me! Pick me!
Okay. Look at this. Hands.
A watery grave awaits.
There is no
No way I'm
message
dead
on
here. I
my
have too much stuff in the way, right? Well, 100% win rate so far. Alright. Monsanto, what am I supposed to... Alright, so let's take the Monsanto list. So I kind of want the Knolls. I mean... So I can cut an Amalgam. And I kind of like the one of Entitled. Feel like 2 of Entitled doesn't seem necessary. What am I running instead with the meaty list? So he's got 2 Entitled. What did he cut? So I think one of Entitled looks probably enough. There's not enough Druid to justify the 2 Entitled. There's still 0%. I see what you're saying. But I just want to run Gigafin because it's freaking, dude, it's Gigafin. It's just I've been wanting to play this card for a while. All right, so we'll put the Talented Arcanist. Talented. And then I'll put some... Alright. I kind of want to cut something and get second Knoll. The Knolls felt really nice. Ever cut? How useful is Starfish? I guess you kind of need it because you're a control deck, right? Like otherwise you just can't beat things like I don't know. Can I cut a Mortal Coil? Need it for Warrior. I gotcha. Feel like I could just cut a Mortal Coil. Make more room in the deck. Maybe not. Maybe that's stupid. You threw away Mortal Coil last game? Oh yeah, it's up at my hand. Alright. Now we can be hybrid. So now what I do is I get rank 1 legend, and then I pretend like I contributed something of value to this deck, even though I contributed nothing of value. You know? Seems right. Yeah, you take all the hard work Monsanto did, all right? You take out 2 cards, you put 2 new cards in, then you're a deck builder. It's that easy. So it's interesting because like I've been looking at Demon Hunter lists or Warlock lists, and I've been trying to figure out like without actually playing it. And it's been a thing of like, but it looks like the Curse of Agony win condition, and it seems like we're crushing Demon Hunters so hard that if I keep Null going first, I feel like going first it's bait. On coin, I think it's a keep. But I don't know. I think I'm not going to keep it going first. It just seems like I'd... Where did all the druids go? It's this little thing called Demon Hunter, right? My list, part of the reason my list is doing decent on ladder is it doesn't have a bad Demon Hunter matchup. Not necessarily a broken Demon Hunter matchup, but it's not bad. Don't have a global heal here, so I just tempo school teacher next turn. And go Tamsin plus double Mortal Coil Touch next turn. Ooh, I don't have the answer here. This sucks. Oh god, this is so bad. Oh wait. Oh, dude! Monsanto was right! Oh, dude, the 5 had this. Chat, it would be over here. But we have the Talented Arcanist. So we're kind of good to go. To be honest, no Reaches is good there, but looks like you really want the Grimrow. But yeah, I guess if you have this and Grimrow Sacrifice, you just wreck the Trektar early.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
More bones to knock
Man, you know, if they nerf Drekthar to a 3/3, he might not be OP. Because, like, the 4/4 is just so annoying. We got a file. Curse Lock is a chance to win. Curse Lock is just... Curses are a terrible win condition. This deck's win condition is not die and then eventually play Curse of Agonies against in a control matchup. Which we haven't played any control matchups. We've been playing all... Okay, what do I do here? Knowing I have to leave like a 7 attack on board. So I think I only have one play here.
so many.
Haven't heard of me.
These bread bakers are just...
Trust me.
And I could actually use an entitled customer or Gigafin really badly here. Wonder if I made a mistake this game. Hard we're not drawing our AoE. So it's... Go Kurtrus, it's probably a loss here. I'm just not going to be fast enough to stop it. Don't have good AoE here. That was a good top deck, chat. That was a very good top deck.
You know nothing.
Draw 3. I don't have to tap anymore. Let's see if I can hit. I guess you have used all my deal ones, so I don't actually have anything I can really hit here. Kind of interesting. But I'm probably not dead. But oh, I hit. Oh, wow. Look at that frickin' luck, chat.
Thank you for your service.
Alright, wow. What did you cut for Null? I cut one entitled customer. Well, actually, I mean, I more cut, look from Monsanto's list, I cut one Mortal Coil and one, the Amalgam. I kind of think I just played double spicy here. I guess I can go tap. So let's say I can go tap, then play this, and I'm probably fine here, right? Like, I don't really need to go double spicy. They've used their lady here, so this is probably winning. I guess I could go Blood Mage here. I'm not sure how much it helped. Yeah, I think Blood Mage draws me a card. I lose the damage on that, but I'd rather just draw cards here, and I get one more health from this then.
Out of the oven.
So all we kind of need to do is draw like an Altar of Fire or High Roll some Fell Rifts, and then we can get these Blood Sharks down for the win.
I see.
Oh, this will be fun.
More souls!
I go the brand this. That will be 2,
I'm not getting any younger.
12 health. I get to keep the null on board. I think I'll just do it. Okay.
Who knows what secrets
Fresh out of the oven.
scar. Foe vanquished.
A wide board, actually.
Strike now! Strike now!
I kind of feel like I should just go entitled customer, give him a draw. I have 22 health, and they use lady. Yeah, they've used
I'm
lady,
not getting any younger.
so they have like furies, but like I think I die here. Title looks good enough. Yeah. Could go silence to deny them a card draw, but I think I'd rather just give the card draw myself. Stay awake, Dave. I believe it, David. Boring meetings. They're miserable. Your work meeting. Like, it's just, God. Work meetings. Oh my God. Like,
Time grows short.
comes the damage. More damage. Multi-strike. Not gonna be enough, right? No way, dude! No way. What? I freaking died from this much life? Oh, dude. And I could have... All I had to do there was go Blood Shark on my minion there and I didn't die. But I got cocky. Okay. Frickin' A, dude. I really died there? With... Well, that's not the responsibility of the deck. That's me being dude, I could have taken a safer line too. I should have just taken a safer line, healed. Probably always win there. It's rough. Alright, Druid. Apparently this matchup is unwinnable, chat, so... What's our deck's win condition? Control. We have anti-control win conditions that aren't very good. So we primarily rely on the control. Blink twice. Nah, dude, Warlock OP.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
More bones to knock.
I mean, this is going to be a huge tournament deck. But you can target Demon Hunter now. You bring this deck, you bring Warrior. Bring some other deck. Ban Druid, you know? It's insane.
Fresh out of the oven.
More bones to gnaw on.
I think I'm just gonna dump this. I feel like I really need this here. I could use a Drain Soul. What's another option? I guess I take the Drain Soul. Unfortunate. I do have Gigafin. So, ooh, we have a Grimmer of Sacrifice as well.
Fresh out of the oven.
Chad, do they have any way to get through my Gigafin taunt? I can't remember.
None can stand against the Serpent Lords.
Let me look at, oh, they have Alexstrasza, don't they? So I should probably, I'm looking at Anaconda Druids. I bet they're playing Meaty's list because, let's see if he runs Alexstrasza, because he just got #1 legend with it. Alright, so... Yeah, so yeah, I bet they're running Alex. So I could probably just silence my board after this. That seems like a good play. Yeah, Gigafin Starfish looks like, why not, you know? Now no Alexstrasza play.
Growth, life, happiness, and friends.
But they don't run, you know, Ibis, so it's not a big deal to...
I'm the brood mother. Don't you ever forget.
I mean, so I could just, if I can draw another Altar of Fire, problem is alignment #2 kind of wrecks me, but I think we go Brand School Teacher next turn. Try and hit some sort of high roll here. We could... I don't have like TAMs in here or an entitled customer here, so kind of tough here. Ooh, I mean, I have a... So if we can win the control game, chat, we can win the game because we have the anti-control win condition.
Who knows what secrets can spell? Zinjari.
Ooh. Can do this right now. Is it Mortal Coil? Wait, I could shuffle 8 rips into my deck, which is kind of, I don't think good enough, but like... Ooh, I can shuffle like 1,000 curses. Ah. You know what sucks is like, this would be so fun to do if we had tons of mana, because we could literally just build our whole deck here. But, I could summon a bunch of 1/1 imps here.
So many.
Is that the right play? Probably not. So what do I do here? I can get rid of the top 3 cards of their deck. I can shuffle 6 fatigues into their deck. Maybe I do that. Everything else seems to suck. And Because now I can literally, I have 3 altars of fire, so I can beat Kazakhstan. So I just have to not die here. Like, I don't know if they run a burst. Alright, chat, all we really need to do is like top deck like entitled customer here. And we can win this game. I guess I can go talented, Rimro and do 6 to everything. That doesn't quite win. Am I gonna get frickin' Book of the Deaded here? Book of the Dead sucks so bad here. Oh, second Celestial, you're right, yeah. Second Celestial is also winning. Yeah, so.
That rope's burning again.
Oh, they didn't go for it. Okay. So I could mill their whole deck, but then I just die. So I kind of have to do the 6 damage to all here, and then I can kill this. And maybe we pull off a miracle.
I wonder.
I bet you can do this. I bet you can do this.
Alright, we just need them to do nothing for 1 turn and we win the game. Easy, chat. Easy, chat. Alright, Warrior, this is the one I want to see how we do against. Because Druid's very tough to beat, but
Now you're sailing on my seas. Your soul shall be mine.
nice things to say.
Side effects? No.
I think people forget because there's like a there's the selection bias where, you know, but most people are nice in the world, but the assholes are louder, so we forget that sometimes, you know. Clearly they're wrong. 91%. I don't know. I mean, adults. I remember in school, I felt people were more assholes, and when I'm older now, more people are nice. Can't confirm if I have allowed that.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
They suck. This least cycles a card. Does anyone know if you go brand like Mortal Coil here, on a 1 health minion, do we get 2 draw? Does anyone know how that would work? Watch any of the Orange tournament?
No force on Azeroth can stop me.
I have not had time to. Ought to be 2. All right, thanks, Farkan. But I bet if I do it on a 2 health minion, it doesn't quite work that way. So, I feel like I could just go Grimrow to dump cards here. Maybe I go to Talented Arcanist to dump cards, but yeah, what are I guess they have the brand plays that I might be sad that I dumped the this because I have a Grimrow full clear. I also could go Talented Arcanist plus Mortal Coil and I get to draw a card. I think I actually like that.
I bet you can do this.
Oh, if it kills it, okay, no, yeah. Yeah, so I guess that language makes sense. Hello, Ghost. Yeah, Nagaling is a weird card. There are a lot of weird exceptions. Have the Starfish so we can beat Nelly.
Fresh out of the
I've been
oven.
practicing.
Pick me! Pick me!
I do so. I seem to have lost the surface.
Any Reno Priest quest deck? No. Because it's hard to find decks that aren't too good. But there are quest priest lists that are good. I could show you that have high win rates.
Who here can spell
Like above 50% is high for priest right now. So, but here's the why you don't want to play Reno Priest. Why are you running one of cards so you can have a heal in a class that already has insanely good heal? You want to run, so the only deck that kind of somewhat makes sense to be Reno is class is Rogue. Hello, Mr. Wong. So you're doing HelloFresh too. I cooked a sausage flatbread last night. It was quite enjoyable. Yeah, Reno Rogue looks like not terrible, just only moderately bad, and it looks like it does some things well. So it might. Who knows if it gets better? It might eventually have competitive merit. I don't know, but
Out of the oven.
I'm not willing to. Reno Rogue is a deck that I'm not willing to be like, oh, it's just bad. Like, it might have. So a deck can be bad on ladder or bad and like this, but it can have like some merit to it, and then with the right meta incentives change, and then all of a sudden it's a competitively viable strategy. So because a deck doesn't have competitive merit in the current meta, so Reno Rogue I'm not willing to. Might be there's some cool like. Apparently, we were watching Death in Watchstone last night. And people are playing Control Rogue, where they just play Control with Reno, and then they go Hotusk or whatever the pirate is, and they just Shadow Step it, and they just take it as your deck. It actually looks super fun.
Storm!
What am I doing here? Yeah, dude, I called your name. You had to respond. Okay, these control matchups are kind of miserable. Not gonna lie. I just am like, my opponent isn't playing anything. I don't really know what to do. Okay. So
I wonder.
I bet you can do this.
I kind of want to keep a Grimrow, but I'm probably better off just keeping. Yeah, I'm probably better off throwing out the Grimrow. I don't need everything else, so.
More bones to gnaw.
And if I ever draw a second school teacher, I'll be happy I kept Bran, right? Bran's also really good with these, so. Thank you, anti-inflammatory. I think I just play the entitled customer. I could just play the Bran here. We don't actually have that many good targets, though. Bran plus, like, Blood Shard is honestly... Okay, chat, what do I play? Do I play the entitled customer against the control class that refuses to play minions when I already have a bunch of board clears? Or do I play the Bran?
So
Okay, I
Are
could
you
just
gonna
myself.
clean that up?
We're about to get OTK'd? Wait, they run school teachers, though. So, like, they're not charge warrior, right? They haven't played any dragons though, so I guess they could be OTK. They're OTK. I think we just can't win this matchup, to be honest. We're just not like, yeah. Alright, so they played one dragon so far, so we got lots of time. Dude, they're just not freaking okay, bruh. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's only a matter of time before they did this shenanigans. I think I'm just gonna double up on my heal from Bran. Seems reasonable.
who knows what secrets will uncover? That is my currency.
Seems kind of good, right?
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Oh no, my Gigafin. Wait, my Gigafin lives. I don't really need Tamsin, do I, chat? Tamsin's bait anyways, right? Alright, they're gonna let my Brand... Dude, you're really gonna let my Brad live. You're really gonna let my Brad live here. This is like... Well, now I gotta tap and try and get something at high roll from Bran here, right? Okay. I could just go Gigafin, but then I let their Brand live. So, if they pull it out, so... Tap here. Ah, dang it. How did we dodge everything here, chat? Son of a gun. Okay,
Your history.
maybe I wasn't supposed to do that. Because I could have just gone Drain Salt there, but now I don't have a way to... I don't have actually any real board clears here now. I got the Gigafin, but... Let's see what they got here. Why can't I draw my Tamsin? And I can't really go Altars of Fire very well here. May the 4th be with you as well.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Maybe I just wasn't supposed to use that. No, my Gigafin's kind of useless. Right? Like, it's kind of sucks. Yeah, I kind of have to do this. At least their immunity is only going to be a 4/4, so that's kind of good, but... Can I hit my Tamsin already? I mean, do they just win in fatigue? I feel like they can just win in fatigue here, to be honest. Yeah, so I have to wait till after they play Kazakhstan. But the problem is they're actually not even behind on here, so it's like... But I do give them 6 the curses, but they ate my Tamsin, so I can't give them 12 curses, so... probably a win for them. Yeah, the 4/7, yeah, even like I've tempoed Gigafin many times. Like it's not even a terrible tempo play. Alright, can I top deck a Tamsin, please? I want it. I want a Tamsin. You know what's interesting? This is annoying. I'm gonna tap, see if I can hit Tamsin. Still no Tamsin, chat. This is rough. Rough out there for the no hands.
More bones to gnaw.
This.
Who can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Yeah, I mean, now I don't even know if I play Tamsin. I honestly don't think we can win here. Because, like, even if I get rid of 6 of their treasures, that's not all their treasures. And I kind of need, like, some sort of another altar of fire from a school teacher here or something like that. So I still have the altar, agony, but let's see. They have, they played 2 dragons. Just 2 dragons. I do go Tamsin even though I go in fatigue. I do get 3/3s. I don't even know a way to beat this. Yeah. I'm just gonna concede. I'm not winning here. Even the fatigue, they have so much life. To be honest, I was winning more without the talented Arcanists. I'm not sure if I'm a believer, but I understand that it wrecks the Demon Hunters, so... And also, we were queuing into only Demon Hunters before, so that's why we were winning, to be honest. So, obviously, the tech card.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now. Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, Demon Hunter. I'm gonna keep the Tamsin here. I'm gonna keep the Drain Soul. Might have helped. That's, yeah. Would have helped. Not gonna lie. Would have been quite useful. I wonder if I just go Altar of Fire on one. Oh, they're playing... They're playing this. Okay. I kind of want to just go Altar of Fire early here. Wait, what? Chat, oh my god. I just freaking milled their Drekthar and their Kurtrus. Oh my god, dude. Look at that. I assumed they were playing... Oh my god, this is over, chat. I don't actually have a way to deal with boards here, but makes my life so much easier, though. I was just trying to, like, get this down for my eventual blood shark. Do I go null here? Ugh, it's actually so awkward because I want to save coin. But I'm taking 6 damage next turn, which freaking sucks. Oh, chat, it's so good at this game. And I don't have to worry about Drekthar, so I just do the Talented Arcanist play here. Best.
I bet you can do this.
So yeah, I think we do this because next turn we can go tap Drain Soul and then we can go coin Tamsin or Entitled, depending on. If you tried Murloc, wait, what the F is my opponent run? Wait, what the F is my opponent playing, chat? Can someone explain this to me? What the hell is going on here? Someone tell me, why is my opponent running Bandar and Drekthar? Is this like, wait, what? Is this like autocomplete? Is this autocomplete? What the hell is going on here, chat? I don't understand.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Oh, so, okay, they discount them, but it doesn't work if they, so they have to sigil. Alright, honestly, this deck looks terrible, but... Alright, so they're supposed to smite me or something here? Yeah, I guess so. I guess that theoretically works, chat. I'm just gonna do this. 5 armor, 3 cards. Taps don't take damage anymore. Oh, so it always, the Abyssal Depths always draws Drekthar and Vandar. Oh, that's kind of so interesting. Probably not good, but interesting.
More bones to gnaw.
Fresh out of the oven.
Want the plague? Gladly.
Fresh out of the oven. Side effects?
I'm supposed to get like Smite OTK'd with this deck or something. I feel like I'm supposed to get Smite OTK'd. Where they like, but... I can't be dying here, right? Yeah, that's not dead. Okay, we're fine. Like, no way, dude. No way I'm dead.
Blood is my currency. Blood is my currency.
Still hot? Still hot?
Ty Hoover Hammer Bleed. Tips how to play as Charge Warrior against Anaconda Druid. I do not. Sounds like a terrible matchup. I have tips on how to play Control Warrior against Anaconda Druid. You have tempo. You have force out plays. You have wait to use your dredge thing. Have a brawl ready. Gain armor so they can't easily kill you. But yeah, like if you have a brawl ready, but Control Warrior versus Anaconda Druid, I actually think against when I played Control Warrior Masters against Anaconda Druids, I didn't lose against them once. I think Anaconda Druid is a deck that if you're a very good player against a player that hasn't mastered the deck, so that means there's like there's so many people play Anaconda Druid poorly. It's actually a favored matchup for me against weaker players. They have to, because it's not only lots of decisions, but lots of mechanics as well, all done very quickly. So the amount of games my opponents have thrown as Anaconda Druid is insane. So that was a pretty cool deck. You consider your Charge Warrior good. So I don't trust stats on Charge Warrior and HS Replay. Here's why. There's problems where the deck might be a thing of it's put into Control Warrior sometimes, but then when it does the OTK, the system says, oh, it's Charge Warrior. So sometimes decks like Charge Warrior can have that bias. Same thing with Anaconda Druid. It thinks it's Ramp Druid. Then it plays a Celestial Alignment. It's like, oh, it's Alignment Druid. So the fact that when it plays Alignment, it gets categorized. So Vicious Syndicate will do good controls on that, but you can't trust HS Replay on some of those stats because they often don't do good control. They don't have they have that bias. So and if you go to like, let's say we go to Dex and we go to Warrior and we go to Charge Warrior on ladder at Legend, they don't have as good of stats as the Control Warrior decks. I think it's because of that bias. I don't really know, but I'm not going to be like, oh, it's just better deck because I don't really have good evidence to say that.
I bet you can do this.
Not bad. I don't have any. I'm kind of getting wrecked here. Their best top deck. Camden would be good. Mixtures and Mixtures is probably good. I have to think of how likely I'm dying. Playing Smothering Starfish makes me vulnerable to multi-strike here. But playing nothing makes me vulnerable to Fell Barrage #2 and also late E. So this is tough. They're kind of beating me here. I don't know what I do. I don't have any heal here.
Time grows short.
The problem with going something like Talented Drain Soul here is then I don't have a way to clear a board if they do a board, like a Drekthar play. I'm 6 cards away. I'm gonna do this because I'm not even close to getting this down, and now if they go multi-strike, I get 3 life. So but now it's like doesn't actually crush me here. Looks like they don't have Drekthar. A blood shark. Yep, that's what. There's not enough cold voice apparently, so that's what is what Monsanto said. Am I dead here? Really? Dead. Red Death Heads. We could run Treasure Guard as well. Kind of want to run Treasure Guards. Because, like, they're just cards to dump. My opponent, Demon Hunter opponents just aren't playing minions. I think I'm gonna put. Get rid of Mistress? Dude, you're crazy.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now! Your soul shall be mine!
I hate Grimro. Dude, I mean, this is the. Probably just go coin Treasure Guard, Treasure Guard here. That actually looks super annoying for them. Isn't Viper a better tech? No.
Queen's trove is forbidden.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Strike now!
Priceless.
Our enemies will meet their ancestors!
A watery grave away bidden.
That's annoying. Actually, so annoying. Because I can't kill this without using the Grim Arrow.
So
I need the
many
other target.
possibilities.
I think I might just dump the Curse of Agony to dump cards. I don't know. Just play the Nagato card here. I can do a full clear next turn. We do Tamsin with Mistress and do double Grimrow. Seems good.
Haven't heard of me? But no. Trust fresh out of the oven.
Next turn, I could go tap, Null Shore Knoll, Altar Fire, and then Blood Shark. That looks really good. But they did just draw 3 cards, which is rough.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Please, help me find
Multi-strike? Son of...
Strike now! Strike now! More bones to gnaw on! Where's my currency?
Alright. See if I can get there. Thank you, Pink. And got our Tamsin. Alright, if they don't have lethal, but yeah. Chat, Monsanto's playing it right now. Let's see.
Given up everything! What have you sacrificed? Shadows grow long. His prison, and I the jailer.
Am I dying here? No, I'm living.
Strike now!
Still alive, chat. Alright, I just need That works. Alright, I need to be safe this time. Yeah, I could be dead at 14, right?
Side effects.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Copy curves is a school teacher. What makes this better than Mill Warlock? People are actually doing okay with this deck, where Mill Warlock no one is doing okay with. So it's more like Mill. Literally, to be better than Milllock, you just have to have like a 48% win rate. So not a very high burden.
I'll never stop searching.
Mill control, yeah. I mean, our mill strategies aren't very strong. Our card draw isn't particularly great. See if I'm dead here. They've used the Fury. They used Multi-Strike. They used both Fell Barrages. I do have a board clear. GG Asa, dude, thank you so much for the 28 months. So long. Get on that set trade. Thanks for GG Asu. Is this deck an actual thing? Unclear. We dominated Demon Hunter the first few games. Monsanto might be right that we need the oh, there we go. That's what I want to see.
Fresh out of the oven.
That is my courage.
So how much burst? What does he have left in his deck even?
His prison, and I the
Chad, they've used both Fell Barrages. Have they used the 3-mana spell? They have not. It's annoying. So if I play Gigafin on a board, I could also just tempo Gigafin. Probably. They've used multi-strike, so it's not that bad to tempo Gigafin, even though they have the weapon here.
Put your nukes up, small fry.
Let them nuke them, Safra.
Boils for war.
I kind of need to value the bottom of my deck here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think they haven't used either the 3-mana spell, which sucks. Oh, I also could mill. I could mill a Mankrik Wife here, but I also could eat a Mankrik Wife. I think I'm gonna wait on it.
more bones to gnaw on.
But I'm not dead here. Maybe I was supposed to kill the 1/3 there actually. I already milled the wife? Oh, I did. That's why. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Never mind. I forgot about that. I want them to use their... They haven't used either their 3-mana spell. So Gigafin is not like that great, but I still could just go Gigafin next turn. Still might be the right play.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
Okay, now Gigafin just kills their board. Am I just dead? Dude, did I just throw? No, I'm not dead, not dead. Okay. Wait, barely off here. Wait, they have another, so they use both predations, right? Use both predations. They use both fell barrages. When I go Gigafin, it's winning, right? Wait, do I alter here? Alter, okay, so if I alter, they, I take 1 damage next turn. Then I can go Brand plus School Teacher next turn. High roll win condition, and also go double curse. I feel like that's actually the play. They take 1 damage. They can't do 1 damage to me. They have Shark. Wait, what do you mean Shark? They have a Need for Greed in their deck. They have a Treasure Guard. Fury's in the deck also. Oh, that deals. Oh, but that I died to Fury. So I'd rather, yeah. Fury is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, so I think I do this. Yeah, there goes the Fury. So sad. Pretty sure I'm lethal with curses here, but
Anybody?
Pick me, pick me.
all right. So all right. Really meh? I don't know. So, okay, so let's think. So we got this. The Knolls, I do like the Knolls a lot. I kind of like these treasure guards, but we'll see if they're actually, they could just be crappy. But they're cards that I can just play and cycle. Because I feel like half the time in this game I'm just cycling. Alright, Slight Haze, let me take a look. and repeatable? Because it's not efficient. I mean, this is a completely different. Okay, so you're running mines, which I don't know why you're running mines, because you don't have the Tamsin. You have, I mean, this deck, it looks terrible with no redeeming qualities. Like, okay, you don't have good ways to deal with boards. Your win conditions are terrible. Like, Life Drinker, like, why the hell are we even running this card? What the heck is this deck? This deck is, what? Alright, this deck has no redeeming qualities, except for the Nobleman, maybe. Like, wait, why are you running Hellfire? Like, why are you running all these terrible cards? To trigger vibes. Sorry, Slight Haze, but your deck looks like extra bad. Like bad even for Warlock.
Gul'dan versus Tyrande.
You give me strength.
Your soul shall be mine.
Ooh. I'm pretty sure all we have to do is wait for them to go trade. I mean, this deck should actually crush Boar Priest, right? Like, all I have to do is, like, wait till them have about, like, 8 cards in their deck. And then go Altars of Fire, and that probably wins. How do you win with this Monsanto deck? You control the board, and then eventually you mill the last cards of their deck. And you play Curses.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Yes. Yeah, you see this? You have remove 6 from their deck. That would either draw the other Altar of Fire or Brand. Oh, dude, you go Brand, Altar of Fire. We can remove 9 cards, chat. This is going to be such a one-sided game.
Fabrics fit for Her Majesty.
More bones to gnaw.
Any questions?
I'm just going to push face, even though I don't need to. Kind of want to force out plays. I know, right? Oh, it's gonna be so juicy, chat. It's gonna be so juicy. What do I even do? I think I just dump this. I think I'll just push face.
Fresh out of
Any
the
questions?
Yeah, remove 9 cards. What's on the Noggin League? Altar of Fire. So I could literally remove 9 cards here. Oh, North Shore here? Nice. I'm doing this. I get them to... I'm honestly just so close to just straight up killing him here anyways.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Pick me! Pick me!
And that is a game, chat.
Any questions?
They already conceded, chat. Okay, that was great. Want to alter? I don't have these like 100% statements on this deck, company man. But I mean, it really depends on the matchup. So okay, that was pretty sick. Yeah. You don't have to apologize. I'm just letting you know. Chat, remember, only Siths deal in absolutes, all right? I don't think boar is all that good. I spent an hour and a half in the gym today, not because I was working out hard, but because I was figuring out what my thoughts on boar priest were, and I figured it out, chat. I figured out what boar priest is all about. I'm gonna make a video on, because people are freaking debating it on Twitter like it's gospel, you know? Like, dude, Jay Alexander's pissed, and then everyone else is like, nah, dude, boar priest OP. Like, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I have the nuanced correct position, but the end verdict is boar priest is indeed bad. But it's not that simple. That's what's interesting about it. It's not.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
So one of the biggest things why boar priest, I can give you guys the enlightened centrist. I am the enlightened centrist. So reason one why boar priest is not actually good. So I think people think, well, once you get the skill, is good. But part of the reason why boar priest actually is good is because of the skill. So let me explain. Ooh, I'm just gonna go. So, I want you to part of the reason. So, boar priest in an elite player beats demon hunter and control warrior. So that's the first thing boar priest does. It's got an insane control warrior matchup, and I think it's a slight favored amongst an elite player against another really good player too, against demon hunter. So you might be like a 55 against demon hunter, and you're like an 80% against control warrior, and that's a huge amount of the meta. Reason number two, so when a deck is good, normally it gets natural counters. But because nobody's good at boar priest, because it's hard, nobody, like, so let's say I want to counter boar priest. Well, I just go play Alignment Druid, which is what Meaty did the other day and got #1 legend. But if I go play Alignment Druid, well, what's going to happen? I'm just going to get wrecked by demon hunters, and I'm going to queue into one boar priest all night. Then I'm going to say, screw this. Why am I trying to counter a deck that is none of the meta? So because of that, boar priest, because boar priest is hard, it's a small percentage of the meta. So because of that, you can use that to exploit the dominant decks of the meta, and it's not worth it for people to counter it because it's such a small percentage of the meta. So because it basically, one is it's not a bad deck when you, it's still not the best deck, but it's not a bad deck once you master it. It might be, maybe like we would say the true win rate would be like 49% or something. It's not what people, what some players are saying where it's like, oh, it's ridiculously broken. No, it's not. It's it just, but it's solid. I mean, there's a solid is good. Like that's not a bad thing. What do I do here? I feel like I need to tap like badly here, unfortunately. I feel like I need to kill this. This scares me. So, because it's not worth countering, and it's a decent deck, and it exploits the best decks. So because of that, if I'm playing on top 20 legend and I'm playing against 80% warriors and demon hunters, I can have a ridiculous win rate, especially when I'm X-Blies, the top 3 players in the world, easily. So if I'm one of the top 3 players in the world, I have an exploitive deck that is favored against the 2 best decks in the game. Doesn't matter that my deck gets wrecked by almost all the meta, because chat, I bet you could go have someone play frickin', Pirate Rogue, Pirate Warrior, all these decks that are not top tier and just wreck War Priest. What do I do here? This is actually so annoying.
Haven't heard of me.
When this Warlock deck is not going to be replacing Warrior. So one, if this Warlock deck, I mean, I'm not so here's what this Warlock deck is doing that does well. So this Warlock deck can actually thrive in the high legend meta. Why? In theory. Well, it's bad against Warrior, but not enough Druids. Druid wrecks this deck. And it beats Demon Hunter, and it crushes Boar Priests. So if players are playing Boar Priests and Demon Hunters, it doesn't matter. So the Warriors and the Druids are bad, but you could beat both those decks. So that makes it competitively viable. You beat Demon Hunters just through control. I think I'm misplaying it, but even I'm misplaying it still. I think I'm 3-2 versus Demon Hunter, and one time is because I threw and I didn't play safe enough. So you can beat Demon Hunters, and you just go Altar Fire against Boars, and you auto win. So you have. Am I gonna die here, bruh? How do I win here, chat? I think I'm just dead.
More bones to gnaw on.
Side effects.
So, what an exploitative deck means is that it's a deck that is suboptimal, but because of the because certain decks that are considered the best decks get so popular, you can do a deck that has really bad other matchups, but beats a few matchups really well, and people can get really high legend with those decks because they're targeting because the meta gets. To get top 20 legend, you have to be playing good decks. So to get to top 20 legend, it's hard to do it with a really bad deck. So sometimes what you actually find, what's interesting with some of these decks, is you'll actually do better with them at top 20 legend versus at top 200 legend. I remember with Ramp Druid, I got rank 2 legend with it, but then I went and played on Europe. And my win rate wasn't phenomenal, but my win rate was phenomenal at top 20 legend because I was kind of just playing rogues, where Ramp Druid had a lot more counters on the other servers. So the bottom line is it's not it's interesting though. It's interesting, and the very concept of what it means to be a best deck is something that everybody disagrees on. So what you have is people are debating with different semantic assumptions. So let's say I have an assumption that, okay, this is what makes the best deck, and you have a different assumption. What can be tough about this is that so I say the best deck is a deck that let's say that has a high win rate or has a long-term proven track record of success across a wide variety of players in a population. That's definition number one. Another definition of best deck could be a deck that does well amongst the absolute elite highest tier of players. So if a deck does really well amongst the pocket meta of an absolute elite highest level of players, the pros are gonna be like, yo, this is a good deck. But it might not actually be a good deck. Does that make sense?
Strike now.
I don't want to just tempo starfish here. I don't really have a good answer for this stuff, so can you work with dude, Monsanto just did that. That's Curse of Agony, so say you're welcome to Monsanto. That's annoying. Yeah, I mean, so, but it's like, so, I mean, that's the thing is, yeah, so some of these best deck definitions are just like, okay, it's like, I mean, you could believe, like, I don't even, like, I don't really care, to jump into some of these best deck debates because it's not, like, so, like, let's say all of a sudden Boar Priest, everyone agrees that it's the best deck. And let's say all of a sudden 90% of players start playing Boar Priest because it's so busted. And let's say they're all playing it really, really well. Well, then all I have to do is go play Celestial Druid, and then I get the easiest #1 legend of all time. Nice. Feels good, man. Alright? So, that's one of the things of, like, meta resilience. For me, a deck that has to be considered best has to be difficult to counter. If it's just a thing of like, oh, you just play, this deck and you counter it very easily. I'm not going to put that in the best deck category because it's not going to be meta defining.
Anybody?
Ooh, I can dredge a top deck. I kind of like that. I think I like that better than Altar Fire here.
Pick me! Pick me!
What I want. Could have picked Tamsin as well there, but I don't die here, chat. Not that hard to die here. So, like I said, Demon Hunter, despite the fact that it's the most popular deck, despite the fact that everyone's trying to counter it, still always has the highest win rates. And also, you could say, well, people are getting #1 legend with Boar Priest, but people are also getting #1 legend with Demon Hunter. So every single metric for the best deck, it has to be Demon Hunter. Like Demon Hunter crushes the best deck. So the Boar Priest, the best deck in the game, is now, but it's because I don't like what they just say. Some of the arguments for it is like, okay, the win rate, like people are just saying, well, the win rate, and I think that's because the problem is like if you just say the win rate, well then some player will be like, well, look at this person's win rate, so and they're just playing it good, so that oversimplification. Can I afford a tap here? I gain a tap, but I get 8 life. I'm kind of just killing them on board, but they can also go the small fries here, so I think I'm gonna go for the tap here.
Fresh out of the oven.
Any questions?
I also could have drained soul my own minion there. I'm kind of scared. I'm kind of, but I don't die to lady because I have lots of stuff in the board. But yeah, But even if you do, let's say Celestial wasn't a card, I just run BGBM in my my ramp druid. Don't you hit you in the face? I crush you. I just play Pirate Rogue. I crush you. I play Pirate Warrior, even though it's a bad deck. I crush you. So it's like a lot of these deck, like I said, it's a deck that is exploitative, and you know there's a like that doesn't like that deck has merit, it has value, but if you're gonna go with, you know, it's the best deck, so really it's just about being like edgy and being like, yo, dude, all these nerds with their stats and their evidence saying that Demon Hunter is the best deck, you know, they don't know what they're doing. Not like me, dude. I'm a pro.
Any questions?
I know what I'm doing, and I can tell you without a shadow, without a bit of doubt in my mind, that this is the best deck. And if you disagree with me, it's just because you're not good, you know? Easy, dude. I think I just drain soul my own minion. Dude, that's the real truth of it, Tomahawk. Am I just gonna die here? I think there's a good chance I just die here. It's rough. I'm not auto-winning. Maybe I need to run the Monsanto, the 2-drop. What was the meaty list? I did the best with meaty list when he's running the double. I might just go back to meaty list. Wait, what does he not run? So meaty doesn't run. Oh, I'm running the one mortal coil. Or need of buffs? What does need of buffs even mean? We don't need classes all to be the same power level. We don't even need to play Hearthstone. Will a buff make Hearthstone more enjoyable for all? Possibly, but that might just be because people like change. I don't necessarily like change. I fear change, but a lot of people like change. So.
Gul'dan versus MZ.
Let's have some fun.
Your soul
So
shall be
maybe you
mine.
buff Warlock and all of a sudden people are happy, but it's not because the game's better. It's just because people felt good about changes, you know?
Hiya, friend.
I greet you.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Warlock mirror.
Effects?
Yeah, how the world has changed.
This might sting.
I hate change. I actually, wait, I fear change. I don't necessarily hate it, but I like things staying the same. But I also have learned change is a fundamental principle of being alive. So, but yeah.
Side effects?
Yeah, so you could have the pocket lunacy thing where you
More bones to gnaw on.
where you buff Warlock, and then everybody. So, for example, this is bait nobody knows. For example,
More bones to gnaw on. More bones to gnaw on.
if you remember Saviors of Uldum, they added new wild cards back into the game with the evolve stuff, and it made the game unplayable for like 6 weeks. The game was massively unpopular, kind of ruined an expansion. All right, so buffs might make the game better, but it might make the game worse. So I think it's just people have this illusion that the perfect meta is just right around the corner if the devs just did a few changes, you know. It's I think an illusion of the mind, but yeah, it's I kind of don't need to tap anymore, really. Like, I kind of have everything I need here. So, I believe change is good. I think good changes are good. But yeah, worst meta ever. Boy, the meta was so good. I think this meta is great. So, I'm of the philosophy of when I find the meta enjoyable, I'm afraid of change because I feel like this could make things worse. And making things worse is annoying.
Fresh out of the oven. Side effects. No. Trust me.
Yeah, so that's kind of, but yeah, the bottom line
Fresh out of the oven.
is, yeah, I think if you have this, like, this perfect,
Who knows what secrets
Can spell Zinjari. Anybody?
this is actually insane, chat. Oh my god, it's so good. Ooh, I kind of like it having a dread seat down too. Now my deck is like full of
Still hot. This might sting.
full of fell rifts,
Oh, still hot.
which is nice because Altar of Fire is now super awkward, and I have continuous board presence. So now it's like it's hard for them to do an Altar of Fire. So I can kind of just keep controlling the board, wait for them to Altar of Fire, and then just Tamsin triple curse, quadruple curse of agony.
Are you gonna clean that up?
I might do a few more taps. I'm not ready to. Yeah, no, I can just do this.
Fresh out of the oven. Pick me, pick me.
Now I have like infinite 1/1s, chat. So how do we lose? But yeah. Oh no! That's how. Dang it.
Fresh out of the oven.
Hmm.
It's my turn.
Could Mortal Coil, but I'm not even convinced I want to draw cards.
more bones to gnaw on?
Yeah, I feel like if he draws cards and I don't, that's good for me. But I think I have to wait for him to Altar Fire, but. Ooh, I have an altar of fire now. I'm just gonna chill. I don't think I need to play more stuff here. You just rip altar? No. We're gonna wait, and then at some point we go tam altar, and then we shove all the Curse of Agony in. If we top deck another altar, we might actually just have lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But if I put a bunch of curses in now, wait, how many cards are they like? So
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Thank you for your service.
alright, so we should win next turn. Altar is not Shadow. But I have 11 cards in my deck, so they can't do the altar win condition here. I think Bruto taps too much here.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Who here can spell?
Alright, if he hits his own altar here.
Anybody?
But it's hard for him to have enough mana to pull off Tams in here too, right? So they can't get the Tams in double agonies here. So they could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, but that's not quite enough. Not using Tamsin? What does Tamsin do for me? Tamsin draws 3 cards. So now my opponent might be able to go altar of fire and just kill me. But by not drawing, because not only does it shovels 3 cards in, but I also have 5 Fel Rifts in my deck. Hey, matey.
Pick me! Pick me! Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service.
Alright, here we go. Y'all ready for this, chat?
That was intentional.
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is. I draw all my. Hope this works, chat.
Who stole all my cards? Haven't heard of me.
Yeah, do I trust in the math? I don't concede, Bruto.
Blood is my currency.
You haven't
No!
heard of me.
I wanted to see it. Wait, they mill the. Wait, did they have a full hand there? Oh. Wait, they had a full hand there? Wait, why did they concede then? Wait, what the heck happened? Chat, I think I threw that. Oh, wait, I am so confused. Paying attention. Oh, wait, what? Chat. Dude, how did I didn't see the 10 cards there. Chat, this is my lifestyle. Here's the lifestyle I love to live. Throw, win anyways. Chat, how many players can win with good play? How many players can win with terrible play? A lot fewer, right? Because that's actually not true at all. But you know what I mean, chat. Right? No, dude, Bruto's a world-class player, alright? Don't lie. No liars in the chat, alright? I win all. Okay, we share that in common, Libertarian. It's getting dark. I gotta turn on my lights. Yeah, chat. Short stream tonight, though. Excellent top deck, chat. Chat, I'm pretty sure this matchup is probably terrible. Chat, I wonder if Gigafin can win for us. Ooh, Starfish is actually good.
Fresh out of the oven.
The tracks lead this way.
A dumpster legend? Yes, because it has such a good Demon Hunter matchup. So that's why you could definitely get the legend with this deck, because most of the meta is Demon Hunter. This deck beats Demon Hunter, so.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Alright, I need Brand so I can go, do I want to go Spicy Bread Baker here? I feel like it's not actually a good play. But I don't really have other good plays. So I'm gonna do it. Lose a little heal, but I like having the Knoll to like rush. I like saving the Brand, like saving this, because if I hit Brand, double the Alter Fire helps me win. So
You'll need to run faster than that.
kind of could just go Entitled Customer and kill this. I also can go this, and the Mortal Coil. Sneak in a tap then.
More bones to gnaw on. More bones to gnaw on.
If I overdraw, it's not a big deal. Wait, I don't even overdraw, so I don't know why, but. Yeah, overdrawing because it gets us closer to Blood Shard is nice. Oof, that does hurt. Ooh, chat, you ready for this next play? I haven't had many of my Curse of Agonies though, but I might still do it because I'm kind of dying here. Oh, okay, okay, here we go.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Pick me! Pick me!
Okay, I have another Altar of Fire in my deck. That's excellent.
Blood is my currency.
That was a turn. Alright, chat, we draw Altar of Fire number 2. We play it. We do a bunch of Curse of Agonies with Tamsin. Might be enough to win. Just because I can play a Tamsin here. Draw very effectively. Gain some armor. Play minions over here. The shenanigans, I know, right? Altar of Fire number 2. So I kind of want to draw the second curse here before I Altar of Fire. This.
You know nothing of death. Allow me to teach you.
Am I dead at 25 here? I feel like I'm not. I feel like I can play the Smothering, and then I can go a big Tamsin play with. So I go Altar, double Curse, this, whatever. That seems good. Seems good. I don't think I'm dead here. Doesn't run Rune Lethal Rod. Yeah, I mean Rune Lethal Rod is we're not really an efficiency deck.
Our enemies will meet their ancestors.
The Queen's trove is forbidden!
Ooh, actually having this is actually having them draw is actually good for us. Kind of interesting. So let's see, this is 5 mana, right? 5 mana, alright. 7, 8. I might as well tap and get the last Drain Soul. Wait, do I might as well tap? Actually, I don't think I do. Because, I don't think I do.
Who stole all my cards? Haven't heard of me. You will. I must hasten.
My order could have been better there, chat. But I kind of was debating my play there. Is there not a reason? Nope, there's no reason. That's what I said. The order was incorrect. Should have doubled Alter. Alter is a fire spell, not a shadow spell. He only discounts shadow spells. $25 and 8. Crazy. I am not doing as good as you. But to be honest, I don't think I've lost the game with your list. So, yeah, so somehow I went to try to Monsanto's list as well. Yours has the simplicity of like easy to play cards. I think I take an additional fatigue damage to have a 3/3 here. I think it's worth it. Do I? Actually, no, I don't. Let's just not do that. 6 fatigue. Let's see the die here. Alright, they just need to draw one more bad card and we win. Tempo Giga Fin. Giga Dis. Oh, here they go. They're looking for the explosive chat. Okay. They lose the upgraded hero power here, and I gotta be. I have 2 entitled customers, so they have I think 6 agonies left in their deck. So I guess I could just play this. It actually could be good to play the attack face here. How's this list against Control Warrior and Pally? I bet it would beat Pally, because you just because you could just what was I gonna say?
What are you waiting for?
You're not gonna kill my Gigafin, dude? I know you're the Dragonbane shot. All right, I think I just I want to save this. So, oh, this only does 3 to all. Oh crap! I think I'm just gonna do this anyways. I could. That lethal? One more fatiguer and we win here. Ah, we got him anyways. All right. Also, so we'll see. There's also the element of like sometimes these decks, I always wonder like how much like the element of surprise matters in Hearthstone. Where if you have a new edgy meta deck, people make mistakes against it. You know what I mean? But this is going to be a tournament deck at least, for no doubt in my mind, because if you can build a deck that beats Demon Hunter that isn't abominably bad, it's a meta changer, you know. So I mean, this is a huge accomplishment as a deck builder.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now. Your soul shall be mine.
I think I just go Altar Fire on 1. I've learned I don't really like playing Mistress on 1. because it just doesn't get the same heal now. Especially because I already have this. And I get to see what cards they mill, which is kind of neat.
Each scar, a foe vanquished. Strike now!
I think I want to get taps in here. Could just do the Mortal Coil +1 and keep the coin though. Coin's too valuable. It's too valuable. When I have Tamsin in hand, just coin seems just too important. This is turn 5 Tamsin versus turn 6 Tamsin. What if you burn both cursors as altars? Somewhere 3/2. Depends on, like, you're not gonna do that play against a control deck. You only do that play against against Demon Hunter. I don't even need the cursors to win. Also, I could go brand School Teacher and hit cursors off of that. So anti-Demon Hunter, the win condition here is just control. Without valuing them, we don't really need to kill them.
More bones to gnaw. Our enemies will meet their ancestors.
The Queen's trove is forbidden!
Are you gonna clean that up?
Seem good. So I decide if I want to tap here, if I Tamsin on no board here. An interesting situation. Ooh, that makes my life a lot easier.
Out of the oven.
Are you gonna play a minion, dude? Gotta play a minion eventually, right? You got freaking 1,000 cards here. Lady's really annoying here, honestly. Got no lady, okay.
I see.
Ooh, bro. Dude, not this dude. Great top deck, chat. Fantastic top deck. Ooh, that's a sick emote. Am I gonna die here, dude? No way, dude. No way. You know, multi-strike, you don't get to hit face again. What? Wait, multi-strike doesn't work that way. That's such nonsense. Wait, did they fix that? Dude, they're supposed to have to go multi-strike before hitting my minion. So they buffed multi-strike, chat. They just freaking buffed multi-strike. You hit Tamsin, yeah. So the way it used to work is if you hit a minion first, you hit it. You can't go multi-strike and go face. You would have to hit another minion. So they changed the code. When I used to play the deck, that was how it worked.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now. Your soul shall be mine.
All right. Kind of like Mistress on one.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Oh, wait, he played 2 multi-strikes in one turn there? That would make sense, Elade. That actually would make sense. Okay. I missed that.
Put your dukes up, small fry.
Feel like I need to get taps in. I feel like I need to keep tapping here, chat. I don't feel good about not tapping. Feels like a weak play. To just drain soul and like I have a.
I see.
That is a lot of damage though. Do this.
Out of the oven.
But I could do double. I could do. I top deck a 1-drop, so I can't really do the Tamsin full clear here. But I also can go Tamsin double drain soul. That wait a turn here. Seems good.
Blood boils for war.
Ooh, Bran plus this eventually is good. We get there.
Haven't heard of me.
How much Boar Priest are you playing? Because this deck, I feel like it's a favorite against Demon Hunter and free wins Boar. So it's amazing how many decks free win against Boar. Oh, here we go. That was the top deck, chat. That was such a good top. That's a game-winning top deck there. Some good decks, like, okay, the actual good, see, these are what I call resilient decks, right? The good decks are Demon Hunter, and then Control Warrior's pretty good, decent. I think Naga Mage is resilient, is with the high skill cap is probably resilient, and then after that everything kind of sucks, to be honest.
Who knows what secrets
Oh, Quest Hunter. Quest Hunter is a good deck. Quest Hunter. Well, so Quest Hunter is the opposite of Board Priest. A Board Priest is a bad deck that beats the best decks. Quest Hunter is a good deck that loses to the best decks. You see that? So Quest Hunter, you will annihilate all the bad decks, and you will be unfavorables against all the good decks. On the other hand, Board Priest, when played well, is favored against the good decks and and gets crushed by so many bad decks it's ridiculous. Kind of funny that they're the opposites like that. It's actually, I kind of feel it's fun that I figured that out.
Side effects? No.
See if this works.
Pick me!
Kind of cool.
Still hot?
How much more are you willing to lose for vengeance?
For vengeance. All right. 3-1 versus Demon Hunter. I'm 5-1 with the meaties list. It feels just easier to play.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now. Your soul shall be mine.
How do we win versus Mech Paladin? Dude, you go Starfish and they auto lose. Have decent shaman decks? There are half decent shaman decks out there. Oh, that's true, Kite. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Gigafan auto wins against Mech.
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
Probably just go tap touch here. I don't. Do I ever just go smothering here? Actually, the problem with smothering is it's like weapon is freaking. I also could. Okay, I could also not kill this. Get the altar down here. Make them go wide for next turn. Is that ever the play, chat? I take 2 more damage. But it kind of also like baits them to not go Drekthar here. Or if I do this, they probably Drekthar. Alright, let's do this. Now I can go something like Smothering Starfish into like this. I think I'd rather do this, yeah. I need coin here, so I can either coin Damson or coin Entitled. But they need like some scam lethal play to win here. But that was like their ideal play that they gotta. The fact that they top decked a Need for Greed there was so bad because they were able to do a tempo play. That was like they were able to do a value play there. That might just straight up lose us the game. It's honestly such a scam here. That they like hit that.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
What?
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Dude, what the hell happened? Okay. So I got banned in Monsanto's chat because I asked how to play this deck. Dude, I doubt it. All right. Look. I'm sure you're making it so. You got to look at the subtext of it. But that's so one of the things is you ask, how do I win? I want you to understand that it's actually a huge open-ended question. Which you're asking for a full guide in one question. You're asking a lot. Now, I don't know the context now, but it's a very big question. So imagine if you're like, how do I be successful in live streaming? Like, well, I don't want to answer that question because it's annoying because it's a 5,000 hours question and I don't have the answer. But so
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
yeah.
Strike now.
I think I do double null into. Actually, here's the play. I think I'd rather can gain 8 life with this. I think I do. Okay, I'll gain 8 life. I gain 11 life. That seems pretty good.
More bones to gnaw.
Fresh out of the oven.
Save my coin here. All right, all we need to do is draw a few more cards. So.
Our enemies will meet their ancestors.
But a mod, so I don't know. Ooh, not the small fry, chat. Chat, these small fries gotta come to an end. Too many small fries in the world. Am I getting pwned here? They go on double fell barrage. Double multi-strike. How likely am I dead if I tap here? Because tapping gets us closer to like Blood Shark. I'm always doing this, right? I'm doing this first. I guess I could Mortal Coil this first, actually. But then, even then, I'm not doing double Blood Shark. I'm still going Entitled here.
What is taking so long? Are you gonna clean that up?
I think I don't die here. They've used both Furies, both multi-strikes. I don't die here, right? Please don't die. Please don't die to some bullshit. Okay, they've used Fell Barrage. They've used... go 5-mana weapon into... They have one Predation left. They have no Furies. I think we should win here, chat. So I could go Nagaling, School Teacher, into Nagaling, into Mortal Coiling it, and then Bristlebark here. Surely, I know, right, Belt? You could, Chad, this is a work in progress. Monsanto was testing out Mutinous, but he decided against it. So what does that mean, a work in progress? It means you can do whatever you want, and
Side effects? No. Trust me. Shuffle off.
they still have Drekthar, which is a little annoying. That gets them a good amount of damage, honestly. But should be fine. We played Bran yet? We have played Bran. I want Drekthar nerf for the drama. I want more than one viable deck archetype. Dude, people have a very unreal chat. There are more than one viable deck archetype for it. We can go on HS replay. What is viable? All right, so it's just like the game is fun. You have options. Some options are significantly better than others, but you still have options, chat. All right.
Time grows short.
If you have a very narrow, like this is what I like, it's gonna be, you know, what's hard in the long run is eventually you're gonna have a meta you hate, unless it's United and Stormwind, because F that frickin' meta. I hated that. I hated United Stormwind so much. Okay, what do I want to do? Safest play possible, I feel like, is good.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me! Shuffle off.
That is my currency. I yield for now.
I mean, looks like so. Control Warlock looks like it's back. It looks like Control Warlock is a thing. Meta. So that's part of the reason is everybody often jumps to this like, ooh, the game is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. Because so few people. Part of the reason that I've been able to make good decks is because there's so few people making good decks. Like there's so few people saying like, okay, I'm gonna try and make something. You know, everybody just goes to Blizzard, and their solution for problems is to get it nerfed. But really, a broken deck is an opportunity for you to exploit that broken deck. You know, to find something. So. Yeah, but United Stormwind can suck it. Can suck it. All right. I hate that expansion. Chat, I literally made the best deck in the game, United Stormwind, and then I started to hate my own deck because it got so boring. It was fun when Rod was 3 mana and Flesh Giants were 8 mana, but yeah. God, I hated that expansion so badly. I made the hand lock. So everyone was playing D6. I did not have the APM for D6. But yeah, my deck became the best deck in the game. And it was a better tournament deck because everyone is banning Warlock anyways. So So it's your fault. Yeah. So the reason Flesh Giant is tangent mana is because of me. So. But dude, Monsanto might be the new Enrage Warrior maker. Turning the best class in the game into the worst class in the game to a good class.
Gul'dan versus
I will Flesh Giant in real life.
Knowledge
Okay.
is power.
Your soul shall be mine.
I feel like I want to keep Null against Mage. Even because... Do I keep School Teacher against Mage? Not a bad turn 4 play against... Mage can't pop off. I think I'm gonna... No, there's no risky skipper. You can't have Enraged Warrior. Oh, Entitled Customer probably would be good. But I'm just looking to go 1 mana Null and then like maybe do like a Grimrow Sacrifice here. Probably good enough. Jay Alexander, thanks for the raid. Welcome, buddy. We are playing the new Monsanto list. And we did Monsanto's and Meaties, and we're crushing with Meaties list. It seems simpler, so less situational. This is kind of good. So they're not playing an Amulet Mage here, so...
no waves can sink this ship.
There's a lot of armor, chat. Okay. I don't think I want to use Altars of Fire early in this matchup, but it means I have to hold a lot of cards for a long time. Wonder if I can set up a Tamsin for next turn though. So
So many possibilities.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Patches would still be in the meta.
Side effects?
I mean, it would be in every deck that runs Pirates, and there are decks that run Pirates, so. Okay, chat, question. If I do Dreadlich Tamsin here, it kills the guys before I draw the cards, right? I don't get screwed here, hopefully. I didn't verify with chat. Hopefully it works. Okay, good. Whew. That was scary. Wait, chat, dude, the Knoll didn't even get discounted. Knoll didn't even get affected, chat, by that far watch post. Did you see that? It didn't even get affected. We drew it this turn. That's a bug. Put your dukes up, small fry.
Get your ugly mug out of my face.
Chat, any small friars in the chat?
More bones to gnaw.
Shuffle off.
Wait, I didn't need this. What does this do? Full blown Evo, okay. So we need to draw our curses.
Coming through.
Wait, what? Okay, it never hits my face though. Good. Okay, some of these have been okay. This started off bad and got really good. Okay, that's bad again. Oh, double wildfire? You gotta be joking me, chat. And a hot streak? What is this nonsense? I don't even understand. Dude, okay, what do I even do here? I gotta dump this card.
Fresh out of the oven. Thank you for your service.
Okay, I have so many cards I need to hold this game. In armor. Alright. Son of a gun, chat.
I have things you never knew you wanted. I'm not getting any younger.
We hunger for vengeance.
Ooh, we just need to draw the other curse and we can just go in. We don't have to wait all game.
What is taking so long? I must hasten.
Alright, we're one piece away.
The fate of the world hangs in the balance.
Ooh, that's not good. Alright. Uh-oh. 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 What? Yeah, this actually looks pretty bad. What do I do here? I don't have
More souls.
Okay, we threw a bunch of these. Okay, this is good. I can go Bran plus this now. Ooh, and then I can go Bran for them full blown evil. Okay, this is actually kind of. Or I could just go entitled customer. I think I'm gonna do the Bran play. But I can do entitled customer, hero power, full blown evil. That kind of seems easier. Then I get to keep the Bran for heal. Let's do that. Bro, does 9. They have 2, 3, 1. Right?
Are you gonna clean that up? Pick me! Pick me! I must hasten.
Oh, it only did it once. I didn't get the repeatable in hand. Good thing I checked for that.
Shuffle off.
Alright. So we just need to draw a second curse and we're good to go. What? Oh no. Wait, okay. Wait! What? Chat, what just happened, chat? I don't even know.
Die, let me bleed.
Oh, manager! Are you gonna clean that up?
Can I get a Curse of Agony, please? Then again, chat. Where's my Curse of Agony? I think I actually dumped this because I want to be able to go tap next turn if I miss and go tap Gigafin against a high roll. Blizzard.
Who knows what secrets will uncover? Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Okay, now I don't really need. I could just do it, the play, and then I get to put so many curses in, and I do it again next turn. Right? Like, that seems reasonable. Like, I could just do double altar and then put 6 curses in their deck. Or I could just wait a turn, get my Gigafin. It might be just the easier line here. You know? I don't know. I could go double altar here. I lose my stuff, which is annoying. But then I get to put the curses in. I think I can just wait, because I lose my own curse, so it's the same amount of net curses here. I think I don't like going in now. I like waiting one more turn, getting a 3/3. I get the second curse. We can always go in next turn. It's very easy to go in.
You wish to match wits with me.
And just get them. Ooh, that's annoying. See, it's nice. I can also get I can tap into Gigafin now. It's also nice. Oof. Frustrating.
I'm almost out of cards. I'm almost out of cards. Who stole all my cards?
Alright, so I can just get these all back though. So I go altar, altar next turn, right? They'll have 7 cards. They'll have 2 cards here. So altar, altar, Tamsin, curse, 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 curse. It's 5. That's, and then see, this is 5 mana. This is 7 mana. I guess I could hold back 1 curse to get the 3 drop down. That actually seems a little bit better. Because I don't auto win here. So I think like being a little bit safer feels better.
Haven't heard of me.
I guess sometimes we just win here, so.
I must hasten.
That is my correction. And this
Jake! Thank you so much for the 5 months. Get on that set train. Thank you so much, Jake. Let's see if we kill him here. Why not Tamsin before altar? So, what does Tamsin read? Whenever you cast a shadow spell that costs 1 or more, add a copy to your hand. Costs 1. What does this read? Destroy the top of 3 cards of each deck. Subtext fire. Where's the problem? Here. You decide, chat.
Let me remind you who you're dealing with.
Oh, unlucky, bro. Unlucky. I mean, lucky for us, but unlucky for you. And they're killing their own minions now. Ooh. Wow. Okay.
I've seen death twice, but not that. Fresh out of the oven. Pick me, pick me.
Ooh, chat, I got an achievement, meaning they're dead. They had 1 card left in their deck, so in theory, if they, yeah. But this looks pretty good. How much damage are they going to take? Ooh! Still rank 18. Man, chat, I was gonna play a bunch of things today, but looks like we're just playing this. I might do DJ hours too, chat. I'm going to the sex cult in about an hour. So, but yeah. Alright, later, Drew Freg. Welcome. First timer. Be right back.
Gul'dan versus Lady Prestor. You shall pay for your insolence.
Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, against a mage. I mean, this is Monsanto's deck, and Meaty put second entitled in and put the Knolls in. But more I play, I just like the simplicity of Meaty's list. I think, you know, I didn't like the Talented Arcanist. I don't know. They felt like, I understand that Talented Arcanist plus Grimrow beats Drekthar, but I feel like it's not worth it to run it. Chat, are we playing another ping mage here? Stride, thank you for the Prime Gaming. You know that's that thing. Thank you so much, Stride.
I can take them. Wait, not all of them.
bones to gnaw.
You get the same amount of money for Prime subs? I think so. What do I do here? I kind of want to dump my hand, but...
Just keep doing things until they die.
Does this quest get completely destroyed by Quest Hunter? We played against Quest Hunter one time and we won. So, I mean, it's so. Monsanto's meat. Yeah, I like that.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
Let's burn a little hotter. There's only so much time.
Just keep doing things until they die.
I think we just overdraw here. I think it's worth it.
You know nothing of death. Allow me to teach you.
No! My Gigafin chat. Alright, we have 2 altars, so...
Just keep doing things until they die.
Okay, honestly, this is unfair. I'm just gonna, like, clear their boards over and over again.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Let's burn a little hotter.
Pick me! Pick me! Are you gonna clean that up?
I don't really need anything in my deck, to be honest, but... Boy, I don't want to play around Counterspell because losing an altar is actually huge. So, yeah, they've used both Sirens. They did get an Amalgam, right? Did they play their Amalgam? Yes, they did. So, wait, no, they have... Yeah, so they're out of Sirens. They have one more card that can generate a Siren. But they're going to be very fair for the rest of the game, which is good for us.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
It might just be a brand play here because... I think it's brand. It's just efficient.
Who knows what secrets? Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Now I can just win really fast. Wait, I can just wait a turn. Oh my god, chat. Did you see this? Alright, I just wait one turn here. I could do Altar of Fire here, but like, they're gonna have 9 cards next turn, so I might as well just wait.
More bones to gnaw.
Oh my god. Give me good chat.
Your bones will be added to the pile.
Ooh, that's not good. Explosive runes, okay. Guess I test for counterspell here, then do double alter. I don't have lethal, right? Like, if I go triple alter and then I go double curse, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4,
What is
15,
taking so long?
20. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Chad, I can't do that. I'm just gonna do a safe play because the math is too hard. I think it might be lethal. But math is hard, chat. They have to play around counterspell. Oh, I have to play around counterspell here anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I must hasten. Pick me! Pick me!
Whatever. I'm just gonna do.
Out of cards.
Oh wait.
That is my corruption.
Was it lethal there? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 28. Yep, it was lethal. I missed it. But we still win, so. Yeah, so. Not a big deal. Chat, I wanted to go. I basically didn't have time to do the math there. I should just really have some of these points memorized, but I didn't have time to do the math, so I decided I'm better off doing a play that always wins, but like that wins 99% of the time. And I think I'm getting the math wrong more than 1% of the time there, basically. So it is the correct play to misplay there. All right, makes sense. Ooh, now I can.
Pick me! Pick me!
This is more BM, so it's more damage. Chat, you always go for max BM, all right? Colossal, yeah, I don't think Colossal is the most. You can put Talented Arcanist in.
You asked for it.
Why is my...
Your soul shall be mine.
Everyone needs to clap. Oh, chat, I have to close out. I have Monsanto's stream open. Control W, okay. Closed out of it. Harming his own creation. I don't think he's favored. I just have to go entitled customer. He has to, if he pops up on 6, I can go double Grimrow if I have enough drops for it, you know? Yeah, so I should be fine here, chat. And he can't pop off till turn 5, and I have 1,000. Ooh, he's going for the ping-wing condition.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
What chat? What's the Dogga League now? The school teacher.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Yeah, he used coin, so.
Time to wash away the
Ooh. A lot of wildfires, chat.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me! Pick me!
Any questions?
Chat, let me charge my phone. Okay, Google.
I can take them. Wait, not all of them.
What happened? Wait, chat, did my board die here? F chat.
More bones to gnaw.
Side effects? No.
Any questions?
Just keep doing things until they die.
My blood boils for war.
Power is beyond your comprehension.
Queen's trove is forbidden.
Do I clean this up, chat, or I do overdraw if I clean it up, right? Yeah. Or no, not if I don't clean it up, or I can I think I just clean this up.
I wonder.
More souls.
Wait, I could have just gone frickin' Grimrow on my mortal guy there, honestly. Why didn't I do that? That was so much better play. That was stupid of me.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Now I can still do something kind of fancy here, but like, so all I had to do is go like Grimro there. That was a full clear. It was actually such a like, and then I could dump the this and set up for next turn. It's actually such a bad misplay by me that I don't even know, like my brain is just like not sometimes that's when we call what's the word when you tunnel vision. Yeah. I'm tunnel visioning on the entitled customer or playing this, forgetting I have double Grimro sacrifice and they didn't kill my minions there, so.
We have plotted long enough.
Or entitled carrot. That's fun.
Time runs out on me. Fresh out of the oven.
More bones to gnaw.
Oh,
Just keep doing things until they die.
Got him.
The Queen's trove is forbidden!
Interesting. This is a randomly generated one. Oh, I think I just go this now. And just kill these. It seems the easiest line.
still hot.
Already quit playing the Warlock deck?
Just keep doing things
Dude.
until they die.
Can spell Zinjari. Anybody?
Dude, I'm about to be 9-1 with it. It's like, dude, what is? He's created a meta monster.
Pick me, pick me.
Countered by having 10 cards in hand? Is it that easily countered?
Time runs out on me.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
Pick me, pick me.
Nothing of death. Allow me to teach you.
Get another altar here. I just have to hit my second altar here and we win the game, right? Who's gonna write a Twitter post? Why I call Curse of Agony? It's gonna be. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Alright, oh, another Ignite? Okay, Flame Strike, that sucks. Wildfire, that's pretty good. Blizzard, that sucks. Wait, double Wildfire? No! Chat, we actually might lose this, which is unfortunate. I get the heal for 20 here though, right? Or actually, I don't even need to heal for 20.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Ooh, chat, I think I need to still do the... I guess I can play one altar because I have all the... Wait, I don't have Tamsin in hand. That makes things a little bit harder. I could wait a turn to altar.
Fresh out of the oven.
That seems good.
I can take them. Wait, not all of them.
I'm almost out of cards.
Where is my courage?
I kind of just YOLO'd it there, chat. I might just lose to Ignite here, honestly. Did I mill his Ignites? Or does his Ignite his last card here? I only saw one Ignite milled? Okay. He gets two Ignites, so I think I lose here. Actually, I don't know.
I'm almost out of cards. Who stole all my cards? Who stole all my cards?
Alright, he's used both Reckless Apprentices here. So, like, I have 17 on board. Easily just ping off some of my stuff. But I kind of have to keep,
I'm almost out of cards.
okay.
No cards.
He is ignited every turn and a ping every turn. Does he win this? I don't. What are his last cards in his deck here? Let's see if I can figure it out. He's got a card he says it's the Mulligan. I don't know what it is. What else does he have here? He has wait, he does have Mordresh in hand? Wait, don't I just auto lose to Mordresh here? I'm probably dead to Mordresh here. Wait, Mordresh ignite. Well, unless I milled out. No, he has another ignite in hand. Mordresh ignite just wins, right? I don't have a way to beat that. Ooh, that's rough. He's got me, chat. Couldn't beat the creator.
Well done, Cretan. You haven't heard the last of me.
I don't know. He's just probably trying to calculate if I have a scam there.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
The Legion's rage pales before mine. Your soul shall be mine.
Alright, Demon Hunter. It's a good matchup. He might have had one in his hand. I'm not sure. I thought so. The problem is I have to take. I have to go like. If I want to, if Tanzim's at the bottom of my deck, it takes me so long to get to her that I don't think I win there. So that's kind of why I did that play. But
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
ooh, that's not good.
Strike now.
Is that good against Warrior? I don't think so. I think Warrior is a very tough matchup. But I might just have been misplaying. Alright, if they don't do a powerful thing next turn. Drekthar sucks. I don't have an answer for Drekthar. But if they don't have Drekthar until turn 5, for example, we have Entitled and Entitled. But usually they don't do that like the turn 2 that they did. If they have Drekthar, right? So.
More bones to knock.
A watery grave awaits.
Oof, looks bad. Am I screwed here? I guess I can assume. Wait, I can do double Grimrow. Oh, double Grimrow has to be the play here, right? Yeah, that's actually has to be the play.
Haven't heard of me? Side effects? No.
Draw is bad. We really wanted to see them just tempo minions there. Drawing is very scary. They play something like a treasure guard. It's good here because yeah, we heal here for 6, and then we do this in silence, so they deny the draw. Actually, such a good top deck.
Who knows what secrets
Out of the oven.
Multi-strike number 2 is really bad here. Card draw is really bad here. Playing minions would be great. This is honestly only moderately terrible. Yep, so we deal with this play with entitled customer pretty easily, but I can't deny the card draw from them now, which sucks. To decide if it's worth tapping here or not. Probably isn't. I don't know. I don't tap, so let's see. If I tap, I'm down to 10 life. They draw 4 cards. I don't tap. Like tapping, I feel like it's tap. Ooh, I don't quite get there though. I gotta wait another turn. Alright, we can go spicy alter blood shark. If they have like minions here, if they hit all burn, we probably lose here. But if they hit minions, we can win here. Must be nice, dude. Must be nice. Okay. Double chaos strike. Honorable kill too. At least they're honorable, right? This deck sucks. Alright then. Dude, if this deck sucks, there's no reason to be in the stream. You're free to leave. And actually you're not even as yeah, Arcanist makes a lot of sense but not into, but it just seems fun.
Gul'dan versus Illidan.
This ends now. Your soul shall be mine.
Thank you, Muted Slayer, for the 69 bits.
I greet you.
They have a kept card. If they don't play it this turn,
Each
nope,
scar,
they do play it this turn.
foe vanquished. Strike now.
Each scar, a foe vanquished. Strike now!
Fresh out of the oven.
How does this deck do against Control Warrior? I don't think it's that good against Control Warrior, but I'm not sure. I think it's a thing of control matchups. I haven't figured it out, and I lost one game, so I'm biased. But Control Warrior feels like they actually have a lot of threats that you have to deal with. You have to have Starfish for Nelly. They have Onyxia. They have some of their Kazakhstan treasures. You can alter a fire, but so if you hit a good hand, maybe you like school teacher into extra alter fire, but it's hard for you like. So if you have the full combo and they get down to 6 cards, but I think it's like it's made to beat Control Warrior. I guess so. I think it definitely can beat Control Warrior. So. I mean, if you can beat Control Warrior, it beats Demon Hunter, it beats Priest. It's the best deck. It's the best exploitive deck in the game right now.
Strike now!
Okay, I have a predicament, chat, of if I clear here, the problem is I have no follow-up. So I think I have to tap here, unfortunately. And I'm gonna go coin this and accept the damage here. My logic here is if I clear here and they do any play, I just lose. So what I'm doing here is saying, okay, now they just drew a bunch of cards, so I still can get my ass kicked here, unfortunately. But the problem is, like, if I go entitled customer, what do? They go clear. What do I do? Or they go direct R. I lose the game. So by tapping here, kind of gives us more time. But that being said, all they really need to do is go like trade, lady, and like double Fell Barrage and like Fell Barrage, Predation, and they put me down to like 8 life here, and I probably lose pretty so. But this makes it awkward for some of their hands here.
Time grows short.
Strike now!
It's very unfortunate for us. I wish we would top decked Grim Arrow here, but we did not. So I have to do this.
Are you gonna clean that up?
Red Wind before you tapped. The same, dude. I use a coin, I get an additional card. Alright. This hand, oh my god, chat. I'm so dead here.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody? You win this time.
Alright, chat. I'm I'm gonna do a quick YouTube intro and then I'm gonna end the stream. We're gonna go over to Monsanto and we're gonna tell him to play his OP deck. All right. All right. 3. Hey everybody. So Monsanto made this deck yesterday, tweeted it out, and he said he's been crushing Demon Hunters. Then Meaty changed 2 cards, put in Knowles in, I believe, and put a second entitled customer in for Talented Arcanist. I tried out the Talented Arcanist version. It might be better if you're kind of familiar with it, but it felt a little bit awkward and a lot of times felt weird in hand, where the entitled customer and the Null Short Knowles feel a lot more easier to use. So Talented Arcanist is a specific tech to Grimro, but let's talk about the deck and what it does. This is the new Fatigue Warlock Control Warlock, and it's taking the meta by storm. Meta got #1 legend with it. Monsanto's crushing with it. It's the new meta hotness, and Warlock might be back, chat. So if you're a Warlock lover, you're in luck. Why does this deck potentially good, at least in the top legend meta? Well, this deck beats Demon Hunter. It's okay against Warrior, and it annihilates Boar Priest. Now, most of you guys aren't facing a lot of Boar Priest, but it's kind of taking the meta by storm because all the pros are like Boar Priest OP. So then more people play it, and now you can play any deck that somehow beats the combo. And what does this deck have? It has Altar of Fire, so we can crush Boar Priest with it too. So I don't think we're quite favored against. I'm not sure if we're favored or not, but we're crushing Demon Hunters with this deck, and we're crushing Boar Priest, and we're kind of okay against other things. So let's talk about what this deck does. We basically control the board. We got Mistress. We got powerful cards like Drain Souls. We've got, if we can get through our deck, we got Blood Shard. We have the School Teacher brand stuff, which are useful to get Altars of Fires and more Curse of Agonies often. But you also can get things like Drain Souls. We've got Tamsin, which is a broken hero card. We've got Entitled Customer, which is probably and Gigafin, which are probably the most powerful removal cards in the game. And we have Knowles, which are super efficient. So what do? We just control the board. We kind of wait for them and then at some point they get to about 6 cards. If you get lucky off a School Teacher, you might be able to do it sooner. And you go Altar of Fires, and then you go to remove their deck, and then you go Tamsin with the curses. And if you go Tamsin with the curses, it does like 56 damage or something. I haven't done the math. And you crush them. So again, certain decks like Demon Hunter, you don't almost ever do this. You're probably actually using Altar of Fire early just so you can get a faster Blood Shark. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. Control the board. At some point, Altar of Fire. Once you get all your combo pieces, Curse of Agony, and then they die to curses. So Curse of Agony, for you who haven't seen it, is shuffle 3 Agonies in your deck. They deal fatigue damage to your drawn. So if you did draw, let's say they've already taken 1 fatigue damage, the Curse of Agony would do 2, 3, 4, and then their next fatigue damage would be 5. So it keeps adding. So you can do the math, and I think that there's a formula, but I just go type 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think important breakpoints are like 21 and 28. So if you get 6 Agonies into their deck, I believe it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 21 damage. So let's say you'd already somehow got him down to 21 health with maybe you got 2 hits on the face with School Teacher. You wouldn't even need Tamsin, but you can duplicate the Curse of Agonies with Tamsin, not Altar Fire. Altar Fire is a fire spell, so it does not get duplicated with Tamsin. But that's the gist of it. Control the board, remove some of their deck, shovel Curse of Agonies in their deck. Easy, right? What am I keeping in the mulligan? Against aggressive matchups, I want Drain Soul, I want Grimro, and that's pretty much it. I also pretty much always am keeping Tamsin in the mulligan. But yeah, Grimro is probably the most important card you want in aggressive matchups. In a slower matchup like Warrior, I'd probably keep School Teacher, stuff like that. Pretty much just School Teacher. So also going first, I think it's very reasonable to keep Mistress just a tempo on 1, but I'm not completely sure on that because your hand size is important. I think on coin, I'm also always keeping Null. Going first, it's reasonable as well. So that's the general mulligans. This deck might be the new OP meta breaker. It might just be okay, but it's definitely something. I expect to see this deck in tournaments from now on. It has a very good spot in the tournament meta because it beats Demon Hunter. So anyways, and Boar Priest. So anyway, you can ban Druid with this kind of deck because this deck is not good against Druid. And bring something like Boar Priest. This deck, Control Warrior, and annihilate demon hunters if you're a very good player. So this might be a really, really strong deck in a tournament lineup. So anyways, got some games highlighting you the power of the deck. Enjoy.